Okay, let's dive in. Think about this. You're leading a team, maybe you're tackling some complex new project, and you're aimed for more than just, checking boxes. You want to really unlock the full potential there. How do you actually ignite the unique strengths everyone brings? It's a pretty common challenge, right? So our mission in this deep dive is to explore a really, I think, fascinating framework that helps you do exactly that.
Yeah.
We're going to unpack insights from an article. It's called Discovering the Genius in Everyone, How to Motivate Teams for Success.
Hmm.
It's by an organizational consultant, Dikla Erez.
Yeah, and what Dikla Erez does is she draws on Patrick Lencioni's model, the working genius model, and she highlights something that, honestly, a lot of organizations just miss. It's this huge untapped potential sitting right there in their teams. It's not just about skills people have, what's on the resume. It's more about their natural inclinations, their actual genius, like what really energizes them, what feels almost effortless.
Right, not just what they can do, but what they're sort of drawn to do.
Exactly. So this deep dive, it's not really just about efficiency gains, although that can happen. It's more about recognizing and then crucially activating those innate talents in every single team member. Fostering an environment where they can genuinely thrive and contribute what they naturally do best.
Kind of like finding the hidden superpowers on your team.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's a great way to put it. A roadmap to seeing those hidden superpowers.
In the article, it breaks down 6 distinct types of these geniuses, right?
Yeah.
And explains how specific questions can sort of unleash the power of each one. Okay, so to make this really concrete for you listening, let's maybe imagine we're launching a new, innovative product, lots of moving parts. We need everyone bringing their A game.
Perfect scenario. Okay, so the first crucial genius you often need right at the start, especially for something innovative like that, is wonder. This is the person who just naturally looks at the world and asks the big fundamental questions. Why? What if? They challenge assumptions, not, to be difficult, but because their core passion is their perspective, their unique viewpoint on things.
Okay, so wonder. But how do you make sure someone with this genius isn't just asking questions that slow everything down? How do you make sure their questions actually propel the project forward? For our new product launch, for instance, what does Erez suggest for activating them productively?
Yeah, that's a really key point. You activate them by essentially giving them permission. Permission to question the whole premise, really, to explore possibilities without feeling like they're, gumming up the works. So Erez suggests questions like, okay, what do you see as the real problem or opportunity we should be tackling here? Or maybe, what might we be missing in our initial thinking about this product?
Ah, okay, so you lean into their questioning nature.
You have to. Because what's often missed is that a team without a strong wonder genius, they might brilliantly solve the completely wrong problem.
Right, because no one asked those foundational questions up front. Makes sense.
Exactly. So once you've hopefully used wonder to really understand the problem, maybe even spot some new angles for our product launch. The next crucial step is often generating solutions. And that's where the invention genius shines. These are the folks critical for finding new ways forward, especially in those early, blue sky brainstorming stages. Their passion. It's the freedom to just generate ideas. No constraints, no limits, thinking truly outside the box.
Okay, invention. Brainstorming powerhouse.
Yeah.
But if they thrive on unlimited ideas, how do we channel that? How do we prevent it from just becoming this endless stream of cool ideas that, never actually land or become something real?
Right. Well, you encourage that sort of prolific idea generation, absolutely. But you frame it. Frame it like an invitation to crack a specific challenge. For our new product, you might say something like, look, we're kind of stuck on this feature. What are your wildest ideas? Any thoughts on how we could solve this?
So you give them a target, but keep the boundaries wide.
Precisely. The absolute key is creating a safe space. Initial criticism can just shut down an invention genius immediately.
Yeah, that fear of being judged.
Totally. It stifles the very creativity you desperately need at that stage.
Okay, so we've wondered, we've invented.
Yeah.
Lots of ideas flying around. Now
Now you need a filter, a crucial one. This brings us to the discernment genius. This person, they often have this intuitive knack for evaluating ideas, separating the core points from the noise, finding the right path forward. And interestingly, they often rely on instinct, on gut feeling, as much as data.
Intuition, huh?
Yeah, their passion is really about having that intuition, their perspective, trusted by the team.
That intuitive ability sounds incredibly valuable, especially with a new product where maybe the data isn't all there yet. You're evaluating a lot of those invention ideas. So how does Erez suggest we actually cultivate trust in that intuition? Let them offer critical feedback without feeling like, they're just being negative or shooting things down.
It boils down to explicitly valuing their gut feeling. You make it clear you want that input. You might actually say, look, I really trust your intuition on this. Can I hear your unfiltered perspective? Will this new product concept really resonate with customers?
So you're giving them explicit permission to be critical.
Yes, and that feedback is gold for refining concepts, avoiding costly mistakes down the line. A team that doesn't respect its discernment genius, they often end up chasing flawed ideas way too far, wasting time and resources.
Okay, discernment filters the ideas. Now we have a solid concept for our product. We need to get people moving.
Exactly. Rally the troops. This leads us straight to the galvanizing genius. These are the individuals who can naturally excite and unite people around a chosen idea. They push the team into action. They're great at consolidating the group, drumming up enthusiasm, pulling resources together.
Cheerleaders, but with a plan.
Kind of. Their passion is really the opportunity to produce a reaction in others, to get people genuinely engaged and involved.
Okay, so for our product launch, how do we empower that galvanizing genius? How do we help them take that great concept and turn it into real momentum, especially if the team feels a bit, fragmented or maybe overwhelmed?
You give them a clear mandate and the platform to inspire. Don't hold them back. Ask them directly, okay, we need to launch this new product with some real energy. How can you help us rally everyone around this vision?
So you point them at the goal and let them run.
Pretty much. Or maybe it feels like people are pulling in different directions right now. Can you help us realign, get everyone focused on what's most important for this launch? These questions tap right into their natural ability to create that unified front, to propel action. Think about it. A team without a galvanizing genius might have brilliant, well-discerned ideas.
They just sit there, never get off the ground.
Exactly. They struggle to launch.
All right, so we're rallied, we're moving. What keeps it all going smoothly?
Now we need our fifth genius, absolutely essential for sustained progress: enablement. These are the people who activate team members, ignite their spark by providing support, clearing obstacles. They're the helpers. They genuinely love enabling others to reach their full potential. They see the best in people.
The oil in the machine, kind of?
That's a perfect analogy. They help the whole team work better together. And their passion. It's being appreciated for that support, for their contribution. They don't want to be taken for granted.
Okay, so as we're executing this product launch, the enablement genius sounds like maybe an unsung hero sometimes, making sure everything runs smoothly behind the scenes. How do you bring them more to the forefront? Make sure their crucial contributions are not just, utilized, but really valued and recognized?
Great question. You involve them early and you make their supportive role explicit and celebrated. It's not just admin. For our product launch, you might ask them something like, this launch needs a lot of support and momentum across different departments. How can you help us anticipate impacts? Make sure everyone has what they need.
So you're tasking them with coordination and support proactively.
Yes. Or, we really need help removing roadblocks for the marketing team here. Can I get your perspective on how best to provide that support?
Yeah, asking these questions right at the beginning of a project is crucial. It invites their essential support and shows everyone that their enabling function is just as vital as, say, the initial idea generation or the rallying cry.
Makes sense. You need the engine and the oil.
You really do.
Yeah.
And finally, number 6, the tenacity genius. So the product's designed, it's maybe being marketed, it's got support. These individuals have the drive to push it across the actual finish line. They work with dedication, consistency, persistence. Until the process is complete, the goal is achieved.
The finishers.
The finishers. Their passion is clarity, knowing exactly what done looks like, and the deep satisfaction that comes from completing tasks properly, seeing things through to the very end. Okay, this sounds like the person who ties up all the loose ends for our new product, ensures it actually gets delivered, polished, and complete. How do we best activate them? To catch those critical details, drive completion, but without them feeling maybe bogged down by what might seem like minor details to others.
You empower them explicitly with the responsibility for that thoroughness and completion. You value their eye for detail. You could ask, okay, based on what we're trying to achieve with this product launch, what crucial details might we be missing? What are the potential obstacles to getting this fully out the door?
So you're asking them to anticipate the final hurdles.
Yes, or even more directly, you can really help us ensure this entire initiative comes to a successful, polished completion. Can you take that on?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a vital link. Tenacity, while laser-focused on completion, really needs to be guided by discernment.
To make sure they're finishing the right things.
Exactly. To ensure they're pushing the right tasks and initiative across the finish line. Not just any old thing because it was on a list. So many projects fail, not for lack of effort, not for lack of tenacity, but because that effort wasn't focused on the tasks that truly delivered value, as identified by discernment.
Wow, okay. That's a powerful framework. Wonder, invention, discernment, galvanizing, enablement, and tenacity. So let's maybe recap this for everyone listening. What does this all really mean for you and your team?
The core idea here seems to be that by understanding these 6 distinct geniuses and then tailoring your approach, using specific targeted questions like the ones we discussed, you basically hold a key, right? A key to unlocking this huge, often hidden potential in your team.
Precisely. And it goes way beyond just boosting productivity, though, let's be honest, that's usually a welcome side effect.
Sure. It's really about identifying the natural passion, what genuinely energizes each team member, and then building an environment where they feel encouraged, even expected, to contribute that. What they truly love doing, that empowers them individually, it significantly boosts team cohesion, and honestly, it cultivates a much greater sense of meaning and, dare I say, joy in their work.
Joy at work, imagine that.
Well, yeah, when people operate in their zone of genius, they don't just work harder. They work smarter, definitely, but also with more energy and fulfillment.
Right, it's less draining, more energizing.
Absolutely. And if we connect this back to the bigger picture, applying these principles, it genuinely transforms your team. It becomes more cohesive, much more effective, probably more resilient too. It becomes a place where every single person thrives and contributes their unique, valuable part to the shared success. We move beyond just assigning tasks based on job titles to truly activating individual strengths. And crucially, avoiding those pitfalls we talked about, like solving the wrong problem because wonder wasn't engaged or having great ideas die because galvanizing wasn't activated.
So here's maybe a final provocative thought for you to take away and consider. How might your team dynamics, and maybe even your own leadership approach, how might they shift if you started every interaction by consciously asking yourself, okay, what unique genius does this person bring to this specific challenge right now? And what question can I ask them to fully activate it? It's a different lens, isn't it?
It really is. Changes the whole dynamic.
And if you want to explore more, find more articles and deeper dives into this really fascinating topic, we definitely encourage you to check out Dick LaHara's blog. You can find it easily, just search for Dick LaHara's blog. It really is a goldmine of insights for understanding and, more importantly, leveraging these powerful principles in your own work.
Definitely worth exploring further.